This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. You're listening to Sly and Robin in the background. Mad piano. Sly, Dunbar. Why you love Sly, you know? Hey, a long time you know see my brethren, you know. Why I'm Sly, how you do? Yeah, why you the brethren name Think, a CENK, yes? Who responsible for carry to Turkey. So we are watching TV this morning and tonight, and we hear that there was a bombing in Turkey, a female suicide bomber. That's exactly where I was, in the tourist district. Yes, we're there with you, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I tell you. This is the Cutting Edge and RFM, we're there with you, you know, so we have a guest in the house already. Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, my brethren and the lady have flight straight from Atlanta. I don't know what are your flight, land brethren? Midday your flight. Oh, so you're there from 12 o'clock. All right. You have time to roll up and dog and things. All right. So it never so hustling then to just drive from the airport come here. So Yennenga. Good night.
You?
How you do?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
All right. May I meet you yet?
I'm sorry?
It's the first I meet you. I don't remember people who I meet. You know.
No. It's the first time you meet me.
It's the first time I meet you.
Yes,
I
the first time I have the pleasure as well.
All right, I don't want to embarrass myself because some people tell me, say, you don't remember me. You remember the show where they was about 10,000 people meeting at the red shirt down at the last back at the stage?
15 years ago at 8 o'clock a.m. Yeah.
All right. So we have a beautiful sister inside here, Yennenga.
Yes.
And she is going to speak on parent education, teaching, training, and she's a program developer in Atlanta. All right, so it's who come to her. This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. We're there with you. The Cutting Edge on RFM. As we said, we have a sister in here, Yennenga. I hope I pronounce her name right. Yennenga.
Yes.
Yennenga Adanya.
Yes.
And she has a little book here, Rear Them Well, Practical Tools for Raising a Genius.
Yes.
So in your programs, most of the children that you have impart this knowledge to, they have become geniuses.
Or they all are.
Eh?
All the children are genius.
Okay.
It's just about unleashing it.
So how long have you been doing this?
At least 10 years now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You mean from years 12?
No. Thank you, but no. I've been in education at least 10 years now.
Okay. And so what caused you to, what you was doing before?
Well, actually, I was a beautician. I was in cosmetology.
Oh, yes, serious?
And my mom said, you need to do a real job. She was like, you need to go get a degree.
Okay.
And I got the degree for her, but I quickly realized that teaching was a calling. Once she was a teacher for 30 years, my mother.
Oh, your mother was a teacher?
Yes, 30 years, yes. So it's all, and my father's in education, and I have a family line of education.
Family thing you follow.
And I didn't want to follow. But once I got into it, it became a passion, and then I met Dr. Asa Hilliard before, and studied under him, and of course it just became a life calling after that. At least I heard the calling. So
you actually have a school or a program place where you have these kids doing what you tell them to do? Okay.
I work with several schools and programs. What I mostly do now full time is help with curriculum development, help with evaluation systems for schools, and in particular African-centered schools and African-centered pedagogy and things of that nature.
When you say African-centered schools, what different these schools in America do as African-centered schools?
Well, we have independent schools. That's the ones who I work with. It's more than 7, but it's 7 well-known ones there. And they consider it, some people have different definitions of African-centered, but basically it means you're going off of the African principles of education, which many times you see that being a more spiritual type education, a more culturally relevant education, what we would call culturally relevant education. See a lot of principles, my that's introduced in it. So you get more of an African way of educating.
So what is the difference between African-centered mathematics and Eurocentric centered mathematics?
It's more so the pedagogy and how they teach it. So first of all, with African-centered mathematics, you go back to the history of it, which is African history, and you teach that, which is not taught whatsoever in the schools at all. And you do it more of a practical and real-world application, where you're actually utilizing, like for instance, in the math class that my son is in at the school, one of the schools that I work at, for his math class, they built rockets. That's how they learn velocity and all these other stuff that I don't know about because I'm not a mathematician or a scientist. But that is, they learned about the history of the different formulas that they had to use, and then they actually built something. Yes, so all of the different formulas.
So you tell them like Pythagoras, as a Greek, went to Egypt and studied in theorem that they have. They'll
know they incorporate also with the African studies teacher who is there in elementary. They are already taking African studies, and as they do each subject, they all coordinate and make sure that the history
the different faculties coordinate.
Yes.
You know, we have a problem in Jamaica where there is a need for study Africa, but the teachers is not equipped. To do it, you know, because they have never really studied Africa. The only thing they know about Africa is that the Israelites was in bondage in Egypt, you know, and Africans came here as slaves.
There's not a lot of difference where I'm from. I mean, you know, in the States at all. You know, this is a breakaway school that I'm talking about. You know, this is 50 students, and you're talking about 7 schools in the whole of Atlanta. So, yeah, we're talking about a very small percentage of students who are being taught this way.
And the teachers, where the teachers come from?
The teachers generally come from the community. Yeah, generally come from the community. They're generally like children of elder teachers and things of that nature. But we do need more teachers who are equipped because we need more schools and we need more of these type programs. But you definitely don't get it in the traditional educational program. I think I got it because of Dr. Hilliard. I mean, I was the exception to the rule.
All right. Give me a little synopsis of what is it that you really want the children them to be transformed to? Because we know that the American system is so embedded right now in young people that I would believe that your job is a very hard job to transform these children. You have a formula that you use to transform the children them?
Sure. But the reason why I wrote the book, Rear Them Well, Practical Tools for Raising the Genes, is because when I was a teacher, the only way that I was able to reach my students, one of the ways, I won't say only way, one of the top ways that I had to reach them is to go out into the parents. I had to begin to do home visits. I had to start teaching the parents. I had to teach them math. I had to feed them sometimes.
The parents?
Yes, parents. Yes. Because what I was finding was I would work hard in the classroom. I named them all new names, gave them African names, taught them Swahili, did all these great things, and the behavior changed, and you saw this transformation. But what you'll see is as soon as they have a break, or as soon as they go home over the weekend, you have to come do it all over again come Monday. So I knew it had to be.
So you go to the root then.
I had to go to the root. Yeah. And so I went to the parents, and then eventually it became community. So I became, out of necessity, a community advocate.
So the parents first reacted to that?
I was in trouble all the time. I was in trouble all of the time with the parents and the administration. I was just like a rebel teacher. I cried in the office of.
Give me one of the words to hear of them.
Oh man, one of them wanted my job because I was teaching religion because I taught my children what ancestors are.
You taught them like Yoruba, Akan, and these things.
And I had an ancestor of the week. I had a wall that says ancestor of the week, and they didn't know what ancestor meant, and they thought I was teaching religion or something. And they really went hard. And because even some of the administration was so ignorant, it could have easily been solved, but they were a little bit ignorant about it too.
So what? Tell me, like for instance, now you put up Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey.
Of course.
You put up Marcus Garvey, and what them say? What the student? What the parents say?
The parents just too. That's not in the curriculum. That's not one of the standards. We need our children to pass the test. These type of things, which I knew, is nothing like the test. Is nothing.
So did they pass the test?
Oh yeah.
The student there.
100%, including my special education.
You're serious? 100%.
100%. Second year, 100%. So third year, 100%. They retested them. They got a higher score.
You know what? Where you just said a while ago is a formula where I don't know if any teachers are listening now, but that sounds like something where we should have really take up.
It's a must.
Instead of we try to deal with just the student, the teachers go straight to the parents.
You have to.
Because when them leave school and go home, them get buck up in the same madness. So
and students get see, the psychology of that is something that we have to look at as well. Coming to school, sitting under a master teacher or a good teacher. The teacher transforms them in school. They go to wherever they go, and it kind of digresses. The process that they're going through to watch whatever it is in their environment or whatever they're being exposed to, almost kind of makes them feel like, well, that is good and I'm not, my people are not. So then you begin to get the angry child, the disappointed student, the disgruntled parents, and all this. So it's it's a sure way of failing if you don't go into the house.
I'm going to go to the parents thing. Who in the family was more receptive to you, the father or the mother?
Well, it was in the schools that I work in, is predominantly mothers that I meet. I think in my career,
one parent.
Yeah, usually.
One parent.
Usually. I can remember a handful of fathers.
Okay.
Over the years. So, it's unfortunate, but I did get grandparents more. And that was a different level of the type of teaching I had to do.
Yeah. The grandparents, them rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
Very. It's like, what this little girl think she gonna tell me?
Yeah, them don't sit to that weird, so I let them know why you're not doing that way.
They eventually like me because I would say, do I have permission to speak? And then they'll let me speak.
All right. So you're going to the houses of these kids.
Yes.
Oh, you transform now the teacher to the teacher, the parents to the teacher now. How that connect the parents? Because you're talking about four people. You're talking about you, students, teacher, and what them call the head, the bureaucracy at the school. How you deal with that?
Well, once you focus on the family first, you have to focus on the family first. And once it's a level of, the formula is you raising the level of consciousness amongst the parent. Consciousness about schooling, about their schooling, how that connects to how that's being portrayed to their child. And then sometimes I would go into the home, or when I say go into the home, it's not necessarily I would go to their house, but meeting out or whatever, have meetings, community meetings and things of that nature. But we would talk about a plethora of things, which is what I think they like. We didn't focus on just the child. We talked about diet. ADHD is huge now. Almost, they're trying to put to me, my opinion, they're trying to put every black boy before 8th grade on ADHD medicines. So we talked a lot about that.
What is that? What is that?
Attention deficit disorder. You
have to explain that to Jamaican.
Okay. It's like a learning disability. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, they do have special education here. These students will be in like a special class, and they will have to take medicines, and those medicines will zombie them out. Yeah.
You're serious?
The medicines zombie them all the way out. I had 17 students my first year. 7 of them were on ADHD medicine. All of them black boys.
You're serious?
And all of them were zombied out.
And this is a multiracial school you're talking about?
No, this is the schools that I teach in are predominantly black schools.
Yeah.
And you won't find a lot of you may find it, but it's more black and brown. You'll have blacks and Hispanics or a couple of Asians. But no, this is definitely in predominantly black schools. But they have it too. They give their medicines to their own. But that's not for African children, I can see them giving it to, their children, but that's not for African children. Our children are put on those meds because they are very creative. They're very active, and so that's not conducive for a sterile four-wall building. They don't like that. So they try to put them on meds to zombie them out, calm them down, sit them down forever. It's no recess.
So this is a mandatory thing you're talking about?
It's not mandatory, but what they do now is as young as 4 years old, if the child goes to a public preschool program, they're mandated to get their child tested at the end of the year, but it's not just a paper test. It's also like a psychological test as well. And so what they do is they'll tell you whether they feel like your child has exactly.
You're serious?
And then parents get checks for it. They get a check from the government. Yes. Money. So it was difficult getting some children off of meds. After I saw the effects of it, I wanted the children off. I saw the effects every day. Some of them were itching so bad that one of my students, he used to itch so bad that he would scratch his arm until it was raw. Oh, yeah. And it was because the medicines were too high for him.
Yes,
so I did a lot of work to get him off the medicines, and a lot of them came off the medicines. But some of the parents, they wanted to keep the check. And they wanted the child to be zombied out.
Because they get in the money.
They get a little money.
Them just say, why take them off it when they might get the money?
And the child, the way the drugs work is once the child is on it for a certain time, their body, gets, it's like coming off of drugs if you don't give it to them.
All right, this is a government project or this is a area project. This is like a government mandated thing.
What I'm speaking of, the ADHD.
Yeah.
It's not. Now it's very intentional. If we be for real about it, it's very intentional. But it's not a program or anything. It's just something that happens in public schools.
Oh, so this is not like state to state, like each state decided, or
this is definitely in all the states, in public school, period. This is something. So what happens is usually the teacher will refer. They'll say the student can't sit down, they can't concentrate, this and that. We think they should get tested. And that's generally how it happens. But research has shown, which is a lot of research I've done, research has shown by third grade or eighth grade, a black boy is going to get tested for ADHD or special education. And most likely they're going to be placed in there. And so, this is definitely an issue that has been around for a long, long time. We have much literature about how they have targeted black boys and put them on there. But now we're seeing more than even just black boys, it's black girls too. But that's just one of the ills that we have.
All right. So in your experience with the students, the students that you help to come up and they did pass the exams and they did.
Yeah, the exams is no issue at all. Yeah. The exams never an issue.
Yeah.
And then if you look in the independent schools, the exams, we don't talk about exams. It comes, and that's how we want the children to feel. Like exams will come in your lifetime, but it's not anything big because you're prepared. You're holistically prepared. Which is how I treated it. I had a rule in my class where we didn't talk about tests. I wouldn't allow parents to talk about it. The students wouldn't talk about it. We just worked. We put in work the whole year. And then around like 2 months before the test, I would start prepping them for just to sit for a test, not necessarily the content, just how to sit for a test. Different strategies in testing, process of elimination, just teaching them testing strategies, which is that's what you teach the children in order for them to pass. It's not the content. Some people try to cram 2 months before. You should be under a good teacher for a year. And you should know how to take a test. That's the formula to pass in the test. And that's how the students pass. It was no anxiety. It was no, they just were confident that they would do it because they had the teaching throughout the year.
So what is the response of the parents when them say the work that you place on this thing and then see that the students them really?
It was a lot. The response was not good at first. But I found out it's because the parents didn't know how to help assist with it. At least that's what my conclusion was by the time
they
I
wanted
finished.
to participate.
Yes, they did. They did want to. They just didn't know how. Because children would come home and ask them, well, what's this and how do I do this? And a lot of them didn't do it. So once I went into the community, started doing community classes, teaching certain things, teaching them about, I almost taught them how to teach. I literally was like raising little, training little teachers in the community, which was great. I mean, I did have a good 3 parents that was faithful, even if the other parents didn't know how to do it, they would step in and, have the children over their house, help them out with the project, things of that nature.
Yeah. All right. Have you ever been noticed by the state system or the government, federal system with your formula? I mean,
when you say notice, what do you mean? Like, in a good way, or
no? If they say, "Oh, there's a sister here that is doing something extraordinary," maybe we should figure out what she's doing and see if we can apply it somewhere else.
I've had principals to notice, and so that brought me into my career of training teachers. So many of the principals that just knew me from when I was in school, and I would do some projects in their schools. And Atlanta is kind of small, so all of the quote-unquote revolutionary kind of teachers or principals know each other. And they know who's doing good work. And so I can acknowledge that and say that for those schools, those principals do bring me in. Here's the issue, though. What I'm doing is they don't want it to be done. And I found that out. That's why I left the school system. It's because after my children passed all of the tests, they took me out the classroom under the guise of they're going to put me in leadership. But what happened was it went a full year, almost 2 years, and I didn't do anything. I sat in the office doing paperwork. I didn't work with any teachers. I didn't work with any students. I didn't work with anyone. But they kept saying, we're going to let you work with the teachers. We're going to let you, do some instructional coaching, things of that nature. It never happened. So I realized what was going on. And when I was about to leave the school system, they said, well, we want to put you in a assistant principalship position. Yeah. And so I started the cohort. I said, okay, that would be great. I could do a whole school turnaround. I was excited. But once I started going to the classes, I knew quickly that they weren't trying to do the stuff that I was doing. They were more so, it was very political, very grooming you to know how to play the game. Basically. That's what it was.
So I'm assuming that the book here now is to spread it outside of your community and your environment in order to get people who is part of your career to really get interested in that formula that you use. The book now, you think the book will spread it out?
I'm prayerfully it will. My target audience is the community, is the parents. So
no, I mean like outside of Atlanta.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Because what I see is the same things. I may not see the same exact things. Like you may not have a problem with ADHD here, but I was talking to a sister earlier, and she was talking about the leveling of the students and how it's a big thing about leveling. The children know that I'm in 1.1 or 1.2 or 1.5. 1.5 is more intelligent than 1.1. That's ridiculous. Yeah. They're all. It's totally ridiculous. And we have had fights over. When I say fights, I mean debates in intellectual and policy making spaces about leveling students and labeling students and what that does to a child psychologically. For you to be a 1.1 and never able to go hang with the 1.5s, but you're a genius, and after a while you become that 1.1, student. It's pretty ridiculous. So the book what the book does, what my hope for the book was for parents to understand rearing and raising is two totally different things. Raising is just feeding them, clothing them, sheltering them, maybe censoring yourself a little bit, because a child is in the room. Rearing is feeding them, but making sure they're fed like a genius. Yeah. Making sure their health is well.
Quality.
Yes.
Just feeding.
It's not right. What are you giving them?
Nutrition.
Are you helping them think? Because a lot of students we get already mush brain, I call it, because they're eating nothing for, chemicals for breakfast, basically, and lunch and dinner. So rearing covers all of the bases that they need to cover, and doing it strategically and as a process, a lifelong process, is how I'm teaching them.
All All right. In the book here, we look on the table of contents. We say, developing master students, family mission statement, time management, creating a learning environment. Their food is fuel. Reading is fundamental. The importance of dialogue. All right, we could talk about the importance of dialogue. Because in this time of technology, we find that there's less communication happening one-on-one and physically with children. Because everybody's using them finger to communicate on this little square thing them call iPhone and this thing now. How you get children to go back to the physical communication without the iPad helping?
It has to get out the house. You know, we have to realize that some of these things, they are tools in a way, but you have to be able to really assess your child and see if they're ready for it. You know, and are you ready for your child to have it? Do you monitor how much usage that child has? Because some parents get it. It's not the child. It's not the child. Let's start there. It's not the child. If you purchased it or that child has it, that means, okay, first of all, you put it in their hands. So now you need to monitor it. The child, I suggest parents that don't have children who are not like high school age and going to work every day and need to communicate with them or whatever, they shouldn't have it Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday should be the only time that they have those things. And if that, you know, that's after they do some type of chores and go outside and do all these things and then have it. So it's really like we are ruining our children. We're definitely ruining our children.
You know, there's a place named Hope Gardens in Jamaica where people go and have fun, children go and play. I am watching these children. They came up there together, about 10 of them, 12 of them, and they are sitting down together. And none of them speaking to none of them.
Got their head down into
everybody head down and it's coming. That's about weird. So why them come? Why them go there? So, you know, like, first time when we used to go to them places, we run up and down with one another, play, run up and down, you know, catch it, should be hide and seek and all them something like. These children sit down with one another and none of them is talking. And
it's so much they're missing. So think about, you say you used to go out, play and all this, and it's more science to playing. It's a lot of education in playing with your friends outside. You know, you learn how to communicate with each other. You learn about them. You meet people. You run into other people. All these, it's a lot of different things that go with that communication that children are missing out on.
So in the book, when you talk about dialogue, how you get, what is the formula that you use to make children start to dialogue with each other?
Question, like, stop having monologue with your children, talking at your children or to your children all of the time. Ask a whole lot of questions, random questions. Why do you think they made the traffic light green for go? You know what I mean? Just random questions.
Why they make the traffic light green for go?
Hey.
Tell me.
I'd love to hear a child tell me, why is it? You know, or just, what do you think about anything, you know, just ask them, because you'll see how your child thinks. You'll see if your child has a creativity. You'll see if your child, and then also ask them about school. You'll hear about school stuff that you didn't even know was going on. You'll start hearing about it because your child will tell you about it. You know, that's what I mean. Just not anything, you know, just have regular conversation with your children.
Not too deep and
heavy. Unless it go there. You know, sometimes children will go deep on you. You know, they're close to the ancestors.
Say the
then you be like, oh, wow, how did you come up with that? And they'll tell you, you know, and it's like, oh, wow. So you learn from them. So just, you know, making that space for the dialogue. You can do it in a car. You can do it at home. You can do it in whatever time you have. Make the space for the dialogue.
So we'll come back round to the parents then. That's what you're saying.
Always.
Again. Come back around to the parents.
It's not the children. You know, the children are portrayed to be, we have to think about it like, you know, an 8-year-old, like someone they would call a bad child. He's 8. We've been on this earth 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever years. He's only 8. He doesn't have any kind of the set of things that we need to. Yes, exactly. So it's still a child, and we forget that because we have so much. These fools are pumped up with hormones. So 13-year-olds look like they're 31, you know, nowadays. So we think that they're, and then their attitudes are a bit different now. You know, they're not so young anymore, but they're still children.
This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. We're there with you. Always stay there. Whether we stay there or not. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge. We're talking to Yennenga from Atlanta. Sister who have a formula and we love what she's saying. We think that she should be invited into the schools of Jamaica to facilitate some form of workshop. Because when I hear she say, instead of going straight to the children, you go to the parents, that alone make me know, say, why she really know what she say. Trust me. It is really good to know, say, somebody is saying, it's not the students, them, it's the parents. When you leave, when the students them leave the classroom, everything get leaked out of them if the parents is not functional, properly functioned in what you want them to know in the classroom. The African-centered understanding. What is that? What you bring to them in that part of the world program, the African-centered understanding?
African-centered. Well, so it just depends on which school, who. It's like, for instance, one of the schools that I work with, they go off of the formulas or the teachings of Dr. Asa Hilliard. And one of his main focus, or one of his main points to teachers were, you have to connect with the spirit of a child. And to them, that's an African-centered way of teaching the child, is first thinking about spirit, thinking about character, those type of things, building a connection, building a relationship with the child, getting to know the student. And that in itself is an African-centered way of teaching. And so it's not necessarily the content. The content is definitely more our story. It's not skewed toward the Europeans' history. It's more of our story. And if you look at like the sciences and the maths, they're more project-based. It's more hands-on, building something, doing something, connecting it to life, connecting it to various, it's like interdisciplinary. So it connects it to, so it's not just you're learning grammar or you're learning how to write. You're learning how to write for maybe a social justice issue that is addressing the, job market and, exactly. So it's more holistic, I should say. It's way, way more holistic. It's nothing about a test. Many independent schools don't take the standardized test. They don't have to. It's not mandated for the independent schools, nor is it mandated for a lot of the charter schools. I'm sorry, not charter schools, private schools that many of a lot of the white students go to. It's not necessarily mandated like that. Most of the tests, where you're seeing this testing craze, I don't know if it's that big here. I think it is.
Yeah, because
one of the first things I just kind of asked some parents, when we landed, the first thing they talked about is tests. So she could pass the test. She could pass the test.
If them not pass the test, them feel like them life.
It's a strategic way to bamboozle our people to think that testing has anything to do with education. It has nothing to do with education. Nothing at all. And I tell parents all the time, do not let your child stay back off of a test. You have to look at a holistic scope of that child's educational year and not say they didn't pass the test so they shouldn't go to 5th grade. No. Like, how do they do in class, or how do they do at home, or do you feel like they're articulate enough? Now let them pass on. Don't worry about the test.
I can tell you something in Jamaica. From primary school to high school to university, it is centered around passing exam. That's all it is about. Yeah. And if the student don't pass the exam, them feel so them fail.
Yes.
I mean, a child go to school for 5 years, 7 years, or 4 years. And all you tell him, say, you have to pass the test to go to the next class, you have to pass it to go this, you have to pass that to go. And if you don't pass it, as a matter of fact, you have some teachers in Jamaica who tell the children, and this is, I kid you not, you have never heard of it, but I tell you this is true. You have some teachers in Jamaica who tell the children, them say, if them don't believe in Jesus Christ, them not going to pass them test.
Stop it.
Yeah, man. Them say, them have to accept Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ is the only thing that make them pass them tests. Can you believe that?
That's deep.
That deep is a pit. That deep shit.
Wow.
Terrible.
That's absolutely horrible. Yeah. Absolutely horrible.
How you function in a situation where you trying to show them African spirituality and the parents them is like Christian? How you work that out?
I don't go too deep at all, unless those who are ready to learn or who are seeking a teacher will find it. So I have had a handful of parents that want to get deeper. They start reading on their own. They start, watching YouTubes, and then they come ask questions. For the most part, no, they don't go too deep, and I don't either. Yeah. I do it. It's a hit. It's very subtle. The way I incorporated when I was in the public schools. At the independent schools, it's easy. That's what we do. So, we have red, black, and green all day on the walls, garbage curriculum. So, we just have a good old time every day.
Celebrate Kwanzaa.
Everything. Kwanzaa principles on the stairs, Umoja, all of it on the stairs. Yeah. So it's just an incubator for geniuses at that school. But we're talking about public schools. It had to be very subtle. Very subtle.
All right. Have you ever been into the higher places of learning, like colleges, universities, with this kind of principle, this formula?
Yeah, I had to hide that too. I went into the. They brought me Georgia State University, same one I studied under Dr. Hilliard. Brought me in to run almost like a teacher assistant training program. Wasn't teachers. I wanted to do teachers. They brought me in and said, we want you to do teachers too. We just don't have a program for you right now. But we can give you some young people who want to go into the schools and help tutor and do those type of things so you can train them. So I did exercise my muscle with them. I actually have a master teacher program that I don't want to say I developed, that has developed over the years in training with other teachers. So I put a module together and I go out to different schools and do that. So I did that with the little young ones. Many of them almost took their teachers' jobs. They went in there. Oh, yeah? Yeah. It was for a minute, some teachers just didn't even want them in their classroom, because they came in with a whole different mindset than the teacher, because in the teacher education that I do, you start with the person first. They have to identify their own biases. They have to ask themselves, do they feel like they are genius? They have to ask themselves, how do they feel about their schooling?
It's also psychological evaluation.
Definitely, because I believe the teacher is the curriculum. It doesn't matter what curriculum you put in a teacher's hand. If that teacher is not the curriculum, it's not going to do anything for the child. You can have the best $1 billion curriculum, but if you don't have a good teacher. And it's the same with parent. You can send your child to a top of the notch school, but if they don't have a good home environment that's going to support that, it's not going to do anything. So it's the same. Everyone has to become master teachers, as we should be. We all are master teachers in our own way. So that's what everyone. The job to teach our children is not on one person. That's the misconception. The job of teaching a child is in the school. That's not it. That's just support. That's just supplemental at best. Education comes from the home, comes from the root, comes from the ancestors, comes from, your community, what they see every day, what type of things they're involved in. That's their education. Yeah.
All right. A lot of mothers right now listening to you.
Yeah.
And in analyzing what you're saying, I am seeing that you could right now speak to a lot of them in relationship to how you would do it in a parents' classroom as a teacher teaching the teachers, or a teacher teaching the parents. What would you say to the Jamaican parent right now who finding it difficult with their children in relationship to schoolwork, in relationship to functioning normally because they're so involved with the technology? Tell them something.
Okay. Yeah. Well, one, technology should be very minimal You know, it should be very minimal in the household. You really just don't have the time for it. By the time they come home from school, they shouldn't be on any kind of technology. They should be having a conversation with you. You should be kind of trying to see where they are. What have they learned for the day? Are they present? Then you should be teaching some type of values that you want to teach from home, because children do spend more time with the school than home. So you do want to take advantage of whatever moment that you have in order to instill various values that you want from the household. So technology just need to be very minimal. If your child is not, like I said, working age, and maybe they need to keep in contact with you, then you don't need to they don't need whatever it is. I don't know what they have here that's so popular. I know the iPads are very popular with us, or like you said, I guess the iPhones are very popular. You see, but they don't need the technology. So number one, please minimize the technology. 2, every parent should know what skills, or we call them standards, that the children are supposed to cover for the year in that school year. You should know what that is. And the reason why that's beneficial is you can reinforce it at home. And if it is some skills that maybe that your child have not mastered while they're in that grade, you need to be kind of trying to help them to get along with the things that they have not mastered, that the teacher is not going to teach that year. Because what happens is the children keep matriculating and they never master those skills that you have. So that's number 2. And then I think lastly, I would say to parents, please don't get caught up in this testing myth. You know, your child is not, please don't. It really, like, positive reinforcement is necessary.
Well, you know, they have to take the test.
They
in
do.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
So what you tell the parents what?
I'm saying don't feed into their energy, putting the stress around it.
Yes.
You know, that is a money making business. That, trust me, the stress around testing is a money making business. There are children who pass out. I've seen children pass out from the anxiety of taking the test.
Wow.
I've seen teachers do things. This teachers right now just got locked up, I think a year ago, in prison for cheating on tests right now in Atlanta. You know, so just this whole stress around the testing is ridiculous, and it's very intentional. Very, very intentional. So definitely, parents, don't get so caught up on the test. You just played something that actually said something about failure. It's a misconception around failure. You know, failure is not what they peg it to be. Failure just tells you what you need to, and it's not failure. It's just an assessment of where you are and where you need to go. So that's what a test is. Even if they do, quote unquote, fail it, now you know what, areas they need to work on. Don't really stress about it. Don't really stress about it. That's what I would say. You
know, I've never done this before, but Tracy, you know what I'm going to ask you for, though? I want to get in contact with Cabo and ask her if we can bring back the sister tomorrow. To continue the talk, because I think she have something away. I think more people listen to the day program, and I think what she say is most enlightening. So if you could call her and ask her if it is practical enough that we could have more than 2 minutes tomorrow. and I will ask her brethren, I'm a brethren, but I will ask him, and she will talk to her. So just call Cabo and ask her if we can bring back this data tomorrow. I've never done this before. You understand? Where we have the same person, same time. So we want to ask her. Plus we have a next person where we're going to interview. And I forgot to interview the next person. I don't want the next person to wait so long. But I think that we need to make her be heard in the day with our program and Shabbat. See? All right. Sister, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk to Cabo.
Okay.
Tonight.
Okay.
That was a Cabo not sleep. Call Laura, ask her, you think that tomorrow we are telling you answer? I know. That them can't know what them are doing. Suppose them feel like them want go to Portland, go sit down on the beach and all them thing there. You understand? We want to make sure. You don't have no problem with that. Eh? All right, the brethren say I'm safe. Well, when I'm safe for that, I'll be around the thing. All right. Give thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
give
you.
thanks.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. Trust me. I
Thank you for
mean,
having me.
you're aware. You're aware. I think that is a way that the ministry in a Jamaica should have really observed. I mean, really. I mean, yeah. You know, can't say nothing.
It's effective.
Yeah.
It's transformative, not only to the students, but to the community.
Yeah.
What happens is you start seeing everything flourishing.
Give thanks.
Yeah, give thanks.
Yes, as I said, that was really wonderful. Yennenga Adanya. She had a book here named Rear Them Well, Practical Tools for Raising a Genius. She looked very corporate on the back of the book here. Very corporate on the back of the book. I love it. Okay, this is the cutting edge on RFM. Yeah, this is the cutting edge on RFM. I want to tell you some Virgin Coffee there from Atlanta. Virgin, I know a long time. Always I'm on the radio. You still up on the radio in Atlanta, eh? Same time you're up on Thursday. Same time you're up on Thursday, eh? 2 to 4. So, what are your program when you left now? I have to ask you, I have 2 to 5, 6 me there. Trust me, you know how it goes. What do your program? Akhenaten? Okay. Me know him? Yeah, man. He interviewed me before in Atlanta. Okay. Witch doctor. A witch doctor? The witch doctor. Oh, he can be witch and doctor at the same time. But I understand that. Mind the white people business later about witch doctor. I never call African people witch. You can't be witch and doctor at the same time, man. Okay. Here we go. This is the cutting edge on RFM. You know, say, Iyahv went to the United Nations. We want to link up with Iyahv and hear what him tell the United Nations, what was his visit there for. You know, Richard?
Yes, Mount, I give thanks.
Well, you sound host, man. You talk too much at United Nations, you know.
No, I really show the bingy and the vibes after that, because bingy I come from my head home.
Oh, the bingy, oh, yeah?
Instead of going to tomorrow man and see it up.
Okay.
I picked 4.
So, a whole heap of reasoning, because you sound like you talk enough long there.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a reason.
Yeah.
That's a reason.
All right. I am told that you went to New York. And New York you go?
Yeah, UN.
What?
I mean, I tried other places in the US, but the reason why all right, 2 reasons why I made it up there. I have a law professor invite me to come talk to him, student then, and Rastafarian marijuana international law. And then the UN doesn't know I'm an end up at the UN.
When you say end up at the UN, what do you mean? Like you go at the gate, go stand up?
It was part of the program assignment going up there to go to the UN. There was that event taking place there called UNGAS. United Nations General Assembly Special Session, dealing with the drug issue, including marijuana, Ganja.
Okay.
So, individuals who know a man who, you know, use on it and know the fact that for years I'm an advocate certain way. And especially to an organization named Beckley Foundation.
Yeah.
I eventually reached the UN.
All right. So, who else was involved in this UN gathering? I mean, outside you, which in a country or in a group or in a group of people?
Whole of a country, man. Whole of a country. I mean, a lot of, almost all the country of the world, especially the whole of African countries, European countries, Caribbean countries, Latin American countries like Colombia, Peru, Mexico, Thailand, Czechoslovakia, all of them countries, the US, China, Russia, all of them countries there.
All right. So what was your role, argument? You get opportunity to talk to all of the people there, all of the country then?
No, not all of the countries, but in certain sessions, for example, I never go into the G, what they call the General Assembly room, right? I never do any presentation in there. but I do a presentation in a fairly good-sized room that them call the round table talk, including, like I said, some of these countries. And I address them from the point of, Jamaica civil society. So my thing was to point out the difference from a Rastafarian point of view between a plant and a drug, right? And just like marijuana, coca leaves, poppy, peyote, whatever individual or set of people with a custom of using as their tradition, as a part of their culture. Why is it that Europeans try to impose them way upon them? And why is it that these people from an international rule and law point of view are not being allowed to enjoy them constitutional rights? Argument like this, the impact of poverty pan, when them call developing countries, have caused a lot of youth to resort to trafficking and them things, which was expressed by all the other countries, especially South American countries,
So, all right. So what was all right? Like, which other country, who are around the round table? Which other countries them was represented around the table?
I can't tell you, but all the countries, all the countries. I'm sure all the countries, about 60 odd countries, 70 odd countries in a round table session.
All right. So what was their response when you speak? I mean, what was the response?
Well, when I'm talk, I was the last one to address that big round table session, and the moderator could have said that what I have said summarizes everything that was said today. And at the end of the session, she known deliberation, no nothing, because they point out the impact of slavery and colonialism on third world countries. See, and the fact that drugs like cigarettes and alcohol, I never hear them mention that one time in a discussion. And so I'm on defense, I'm on presentation there, was in defense of people being able to enjoy them tradition and the hypocrisy of America too. Where, I mean, America, the same thing where America fight against, America plan. And at the same time, in the one of other countries, plant herb or utilize herb. So those were some of the issues that I'm addressing at the UN.
All right, what's supposed to come outside? I mean, apart from the debating and the interchange and
everything. I see the importance of small states, developing states, I can't call them, like Jamaica, to align itself to countries like Mexico, Peru, other countries we have things similarly towards.
Hold on there, Iyahv. We have to take this time signal. It's 12 o'clock, midnight in Jamaica. Yeah, this is the Coaching Edge. We're talking to Iyahv about his visit to the United Nations in New York and what he said and what is proposed. Yes, Iyahv.
Yes.
You're there with you again. Yeah, when we leave, we ask about what is expected.
You ask in terms of what we want to see, so we achieve.
Yeah, what is expected, not where you not achieve, where you couldn't really achieve something right. That's about.
From my point of view, why God has walked into defending that, what to tell you. Now, what's the country, I mean, would have come together from black groups, because individual Jamaica, for example, as an individual country, small country, can't fight U.S. policy. Right? But if countries come together to Ironman, them have a greater voice. So it was one of the things Ironman encouraged amongst this, especially the countries that Ironman see, are come outrightly in defense of marijuana, allowing them coca plant to grow, not in defense of jobs.
They're more liberal, yeah.
Something there.
Yeah.
But those are the things that Ironman encourage. And I tell you this Muta that the countries look to Jamaica for leadership. I can tell you that. Them look to and them admire the first step. Even though I know, say, I'm not much from a Rastafarian and a grassroots position. But then, imagine a country where still we hang you to some herb. I would give life, death penalty to some herb. These are things where one down one they talk against. But what I'm personally that I hope to achieve defending is that the nations gathered there would have come out, because a lot of discussion focus around marijuana, ganja. And one that I hope that certain other countries then could have come out more outrightly in defense of her, because from them arguments you can't have one-on-one and no say them don't want to come out, but look at them countries that are bravely the Muta.
Yeah, but countries like American aid. But countries like
some of them try to be diplomatic. Some of them come outright, but them look to Jamaica for leadership.
When I say some countries like Ecuador and Canada and them countries there, the response of them should have been more forward than other countries, considering say Ecuador, Canada have a relation. You hear me?
Yeah, me I hear now. Can't drive me that drive, you know?
Yeah, no, me I say countries like Ecuador and Canada, we have a relationship right now as related to herbs, should have been more forthright in them agitation.
Canada talk culture.
Yeah.
And Canada actually go out for them business and them own. They're no business with nobody. In terms of the US. Israel. States how many how much they have manufactured, how much medicine they have manufactured from marijuana, and that these products are in demand all over the world.
You know, so them is the leading ones now in the world when it comes on to ganja. Israel, the leading.
Israel,
the leading country when it comes on to manufacturing, producing, and really evil going into testing the plant itself. Israel, they're there up front, yeah.
Yeah, but Muta, when you look at Jamaica and see the price of Jamaica and Jamaican people, especially Rasta and grassroots people, pay for ganja and marijuana. And when you look at the countries we've gone ahead, I think we're the people, we have to push the government to make sure, say, one, we know them have international obligation that they have to deal with. But at the same time, some of these conventions, we don't call convention and treaty, we never have nothing to do with it, as them say Jamaica then. Because our 1961 convention, most Caribbean and African and Latin American countries under direct colonialism. So we never have nothing to do with those conventions. So we think these conventions either to get eradicated or alter to suit the views of these countries who have gotten independent after 1961.
But Iyahv, all right. This convention, this document that's signed over the years, if America now have so much states that now either decriminalize it or legalize it, wouldn't that make these papers that we sign be null and void, considering that America did also sign these things too?
Muta, America act under the guise of state laws. Right? And
it's like the federal government say them still have it as an illegal thing, but you have different states where take them own personal move towards it.
Yeah, but me say Muta, for sure you how hypocritical the US is. If the federal government never wanted to happen, it wouldn't happen in respect to the state then have to say individually. But I say, time gone, when gay marriage was legalized in California, George Bush overturned it. So the only reason the statesmen can do it is because the federal government allow it to happen. So the thing that the federal government doing this and doing that is just hypocritical. Because if you never allow it to happen, it couldn't happen. But it's up to me, they want to develop them industry while at the same time suppressing other people's industry. That's how I man see it.
Yeah, well, it's it go. Not only you see it that way, but it's it go. Anyway, so then we have a next meeting of that kind anyway, where you was invited
to 2019.
2019?
Yeah.
Or 3 years from now?
Yeah, 3 years from now.
So how the Cannabis Cup vibes are going on now? And the organization for that, is it on it will it be keeping this year again? How it works?
Well, me give you thanks to ask because we soon get the permit. Not this, I don't think we'll get it this week, but maybe early next week. But we are going to have it on the 11th, the 9th, 10th, and 11th of December. That is the second weekend in December.
So in other words, it's going to keep then. It's going to keep. Does that mean we want to find out? If it's going to keep.
Yeah, man.
It's going to keep. And it involves the same high times and everybody.
It involves high time, but we want to set it up educationally.
Yeah.
So we want to bring in more because last year we only have a certain amount of time to plan it.
Yeah. This year,
year now we want to get the permit.
Bigger plan, yeah.
Put in place the things then. Make it more educational.
Yeah. And you have it at the same place.
Involved and people involved, you know.
You have it at the same place.
Same place, same venue.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that again, definitely. All right. Give thanks, Iyahv. You know, I mean, it's a step. I see the Iyahv make move, so that is good that the Iyahv make the move then. It's good. Great.
Yeah, because we have to represent the self in the move as Rasta, you know.
Yes.
People can't talk, but as Rasta, we have to represent the self because, you know, we who go through certain amount of atrocities and it's not right that certain big countries cannot enjoy certain privilege and opportunity of the world. Or that certain big people in Jamaica cannot control of her business and bring in friends and things that when you look, grassroots people still deprived. You know, I don't believe in them things. And he sees the people have to just organize themselves and rally and confront the government, wear them rights to Ganja and Ganja production is concerned.
Yeah, we give thanks.
In a way that do make sure say it no backfire upon Jamaica.
Yeah.
But there are ways and loopholes in them convention movements, so we have to just use them.
All right. So and we still look forward to see what this government are gonna do with the public defender report which is on to Parliament, but we don't hear not more about it. We still wait.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Yes.
But it's a pressure motor.
Yes.
Me not believe for certain the government are going to act.
Yeah.
They are not pressured to.
We have to continuously agitate.
Them show none, so they will get it now.
Yeah.
They said, not even an apology. None of the government, individual next, but none of the government come outright, come say, why them sorry.
And this government have to do it, you know. And that government have to do it because them did involve. And them government
can make them type of recommendations.
Yeah, but this government under the GLP is them the responsible and them have to go do it.
Well, me friend can do it, otherwise motor.
Yes. But we'll continue agitate. We're not stop.
No, exactly.
Give thanks, Brethren. We have to move, yeah?
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yeah.
Yes, that was Iyahv coming from Bingi, but we catch him also coming from New York, where he addressed the United Nations. And the subject of where we are dealing with, you know, it was that. And we feel him as a good representative. Him can talk. We know him from a long time. And we just say, continue the journey. Because that is what it is all about. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. Yes. Cutting Edge.
Yes, Muta.
Yeah, blessed man.
Wagwan.
There.
Well, I tell you, say, yeah, you know, say, the little man Prince.
Yeah, Prince, yeah.
Yeah. You know, say, him change him name, you know.
Well, him to change him name because of some wranglings with the music and a record company.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sign. Him change the name to a sign. A symbol.
Yeah. You tell me, is him constructor saying there?
I don't know, I guess so.
But that no, then it's equivalent to
the ank?
To the ank, man.
Yeah, but it curve. The two out one curve.
No,
it kind of look that way there, but it curve it.
No, man, I don't kind of look that way. I see him thing, you know, but the only thing is that he make it very, what I call it?
Obscure?
No, it's more pattern, you know.
That means him curve the two sides. I mean, him not curve it. Him curve it.
Yeah.
Him curve the two, the one where like all that cross.
Yeah.
Him curve it. So why you bring up that?
No, I say, you never know, say man move so deep, you know.
No, man, it's a conscious bridging, man. Now we say, man, the man conscious. You know, you tune them when him sing, man.
So you know, say, that there's a conspiracy there, you know, man.
There's a conspiracy where?
Yeah, man, a conspiracy dead.
Oh, I mean conspiracy dead?
Yeah.
What kind of conspiracy upon him dead?
I mean,
him did not take drugs. Him did not drug it.
No, man.
I mean, no, man.
Him not take drugs?
I mean, him not take drugs. Of course, him not take drugs. Him is sick before him dead, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Drugs, them man, they take enough drugs, you know.
Then him move so conscious and take drugs, no?
Then I will if them not wait there. Just because you take drugs don't mean say you can't move conscious certain ways.
No, man.
I will if a cocaine addict do some serious things. Eh?
That's an example.
But who tell us him there to set example? Him not there. You think say that every man there to set example. But him involved in a whole heap of black power advocacy and the music reflects certain consciousness still.
You know, say was a 70 Adventist.
Yeah, I mean, 70 Adventist are Jehovah's Witness, is right?
No, man, it was a 70 Adventist, but him a Jehovah's Witness now.
Okay. But where all of them things, why you bring up all of them something like that, may I ask?
No, because...
Tell me the conspiracy what you talk about.
Yeah, you know, say, it's coming like, say, him going to reveal some things. You know about the chemtrails then?
Him going to reveal some things?
Yeah. Like
when him did I go reveal it?
Eh?
When him did I go reveal it?
Him don't reveal it, you don't know, man. You don't know, but you know, see what I'm saying?
No, what?
I mean, in an interview with a man named, I mean, I remember the person name, but I see what him say. I will expose the Illuminati.
And you mean David Icke?
No, I don't remember. I have to look it up.
Okay.
But in the way expose.
Yeah, that depends on the internet. Whole heap, you know. Whole heap of that depends on the internet.
Yeah, man. That's what I say is a man where...
Yeah, but the thing, where you read out something with depend on it for a long time.
I know some recent things never look fun, man. Then the chemtrails. The chemtrails on a long time that. That means because the flu we're having, you know. That means it's a flu killing, you know. Instead of chemtrails to get the flu. You understand? But you know what is the chemtrail?
No, sir. I mean.
No, but you need to know.
Why?
Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is.
Yeah.
You see them jet there where you see a flying in the sky and them have some streak behind when yeah. Well, certain chemicals going at the engine and them let off them things. I mean, you say.
Who you hear that from? Who you hear it from?
Eh?
Who you hear it from?
Then upon the internet, I read it.
Yeah, then you have to say, who write that? Who put it on the internet?
We could have quoted it, you know, but
you can't read things on the internet. I don't know who would do it.
Eh?
You can't read things on the internet. I don't know who. All you know say it is a reliable source you read it from.
No, but you may tell you that him come to expose the chemtrails and the Illuminati, man.
Him tell you that I the man I tell you that him come tell that.
No, me see on an interview, man, when I do.
No, wait there. Mm-hmm. On the interview, him say him going to expose them, or the interviewer say the one who write the thing say him going to expose them.
That's what we read up, man. But the headline.
Yeah, me know what the headline say. Me see it too, you know, brethren. I say a whole heap of them things upon it. Since him dead, it's a whole heap of them things that upon the internet about him. Exposing the Illuminati, exposing the Cannabis, this and that, David Icke, this, all that, a whole heap of things upon the internet about it.
Yeah,
They're the same way when Michael Jackson did that, them did do too. You never see that part with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, man, them that self thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing with Michael Jackson, and the same thing with Whitney Houston too.
Yeah. So let me look for, you know.
Yeah, but you can't follow thing them and you don't know how the thing come. Yeah, but you talk it back to me like
how come. But I want to know if you.
Yeah, but me see it, you know, but you want to know. Anytime I look at them things, I just see it. No, you hear me I say. It's anytime me see that.
Yeah.
Me say, here comes another thing again, just like Michael Jackson, just like Whitney Houston.
So it's a fake thing?
No, me not say a fake thing, you know, me just say, it don't leave me with no more edifying our consciousness about nothing. More than now, this is another conspiracy I'm going to read, and it will get me upset, and chemtrail now, what the hell chemtrail, what me can do about it? I mean, we can talk about it, yes. I mean, talk about it.
But you can be aware of it still, you know what I mean?
And then, aware of it means say what?
Well...
That means I know me not to take jet again or what?
No,
when me see a jet fly over, me just go in my house.
Them things are dropping in the agriculture, you know. That means you're saying anything looks strange in the agriculture, you know. So, you know what I mean? So, you have to know. Yeah,
so why has him dead, them thing they come up now? Why we never know, say, why has him dead now, we hear them thing they come up? Just like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because the man...
You know why Michael Jackson belonged to 70. Michael back to 70, you know. I drove with one of them, yeah.
Well, you see Michael Jackson, you know.
Yeah.
Me see that man, as you see, for me, see him change him skin to a white skin.
No, man, I know him change him skin, bridge. It's a disease him have. Why would you keep saying these things? Who say him it's a disease the man have, Rasta. You never seen a Jamaican person in a Jamaica has a disease there.
It's a disease make him nose.
No, me not talk about him nose. Him do things to him nose. Me I say him skin. No, but when people say I try him skin, him do him skin so for make it come white. It's a disease him have. Him change him nose, yes, but the skin.
So hold on. If a man change him nose, you know, if he says a man will shape up himself to look like some.
Yeah, he want to look like Diana Ross.
You know, that means if you tell you, man.
Yeah, but what that have to do with conspiracy now? What have to do with a conspiracy theory now?
Well, me not say nothing about conspiracy.
Yeah, because you talk about Prince in the same thing.
Prince me talk about.
Yeah.
But me not talk about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but me talk about Michael. Me say the same thing them say about Michael Jackson when them dead. And the same thing. It's like how them talk about now. The Jay-Z and them man, they belong to Illuminati. A Christian people say them things because the youth them I use Ankh and I use all sort of Egyptian motif now. You hear say them belong to some secret society and them belong to this Illuminati and everything. Because the youth them decide say them are going to return to them little African youths. And you know in Jamaica the same thing. If you wear Ankh, when you have my shop, a little daughter come in my shop and say, the boss fire because she have an ankh round her neck. So a devil thing that.
Oh, that become devil thing.
And that me ask you, or the same thing. And that me say.
No, hold on. But if you understand the reading.
No, but the Christian people, them not see it that way, the brethren. Christian relate ankh and also the eye of Horus and all them things as devil things. I saw them see it.
No, I don't understand that.
Oh, you mean you don't understand it? No. Ignorance, you know, you have to understand your ignorance.
No, because I guess I know.
You see the people them who talk about Jay-Z belong to this and Michael Jackson belong to this are some right-wing Christian conservative, them, you know. Are some Christian people bring up them something there, you know.
So hold on there. So upon YouTube, when them are showing certain things with them, are you homosexuality and all them things?
No, yeah, well, no. Me never said, watch out. Me never said them now use homosexuality. Me just say, we have to watch how every time a black person become rich and famous, you hear say them is touch some negative things. And that me I say, most of the times when you hear about these things, it's some Christian people that say these things because them not going the way of the right-wing Christian them in America. From a man who get rich now, you're going to hear say, boy, right now, see there, some Illuminati make him get rich, you know, and him a devil worship and all them something there. People who have all Ankh I like me, I know, me are the biggest, me go to be one of the Illuminati, me Illuminati, because a daughter questioned me the other day, one daughter who, she said, why must the ring the way you have for your finger, it must help your latte. I look for that. I will tell you, no, it's a little daughter we just come in a Rasta telling and sing. She sing some nice song, but she look for me ring, my precious ring when me get me amber from Ethiopia, and my stepdaughter, who is a jeweler, make the canal. True, me always a wear the ring because I love the ring. Yeah. She look at my ring like, you know, she want to address and attach some little supernatural Illuminati thing to it. I say, what are them people, Rasta?
They don't understand about Illuminati.
No, but that may I show you, say people, like all, when them talk about, what them call it, when the people them were, the group of people them will come together. What the man them name again? Yeah. Forget the man. Eh?
What them do?
The man them will come together and people always suspect them. What them call themselves again? Yeah. I can't remember them name. Anyway.
America them come from?
No, man, it's a worldwide thing, man. The whole man belong to the organization. And them, and them always have on them ring and thing, you know.
Freemason.
Freemason. You ever whole heap of people look on the Freemason as some devil business and devil this and devil that, you them don't know where going to night. It's like them.
So hold on it. So you don't know, so them man that will bring in the world order.
Which man them?
Freemason.
If me know, me don't know. No, sir, me don't know nothing like that.
Yeah, well, I tell you that.
Who tell you that? Who you know that?
Oh, me know that.
Yeah.
Me read, man.
Read it, which part? Which part you read it?
Read on the internet.
Sure, you think you read by internet. Watch, man. You know what you read by internet?
You know, say them man there.
Me read that. Which them man there? The
man society, you know.
Yeah, so what that mean?
A man society, you know. Yeah, you know, so them deal with the Trinity. Them deal with the Trinity, you know, three man, you know. You know that.
With three man, with Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, man.
The Orthodox Church, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church deal with that. You never know.
Well, maybe them turn it to them way.
No, turn it which way? I see him in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. It's Trinity. Haile Selassie name. You know what Haile Selassie mean?
Yeah, man, boy of the Trinity.
Now, what is the Trinity we're talking about?
You mean where the man them talk about?
No. Haile Selassie name. The power of the Holy Trinity. What is the Holy Trinity that you talk about?
But that Trinity, me don't know if the woman involved in that Trinity.
But it not involve no woman.
I feel involve a woman, yes.
Yeah, but listen to me now, man. But you want to say it must involve and wait involve are two different things. May I say the Trinity, where you just talk about the Freemason them are deal with.
Yeah.
Haile Selassie name.
Yeah, it's power of the Trinity.
What Trinity you think it talk about?
You know, same thing like when you just say, well,
God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. So where I don't know, change up Haile Selassie name?
No, can't do that.
Okay, well that may I show you now, say, we have to watch how we view conspiracies and which part the conspiracy theory come from.
All right, you're a to you. You know.
Freemason is an international thing, you know.
You know, we are the New World Order.
The New World Order.
Yeah.
I know that George Bush talk about the New World Order, which is globalization, which is Americanization, which is a group of men control the whole world. 1% of the population of the world control the other 90%. Yeah.
And man have to do everything with them say.
I mean, do everything with them say.
One church and one government.
They might try to make a one government, yes. They might make them want people lose them sovereignty.
Yeah. So you know we have that.
Then that me just tell you a while ago, man.
Yeah.
But Freemason, wait there. You ever read Haile Selassie? You ever read Haile Selassie's title yet?
Yes, man, read it, man. The power of the Trinity, man.
No, not his name. The titles we have. You never read them out one night. So me I read it. Me I make all them name Asphalt. Read out. Must have 40 different titles.
Just tell me two of them. Just tell me two of them. Negos. One of Negos.
No, man. I say Negos. Me not talk about no Negos, man. Me talk about the titles where white people give him.
Yeah.
White people of Sweden, Denmark, this Jamaica, doctor of this and that, doctor of that, grand order, grand night after this and that. Which part I think them tiger they come from?
The Freemasons, man.
Okay, then where you going? Then where you going? It's a terrible thing. You're going like say, because we don't know what is happening in there, so we start whole mischief on it.
Well, anyway,
Freemasons come clear from Africa, clear down in Egypt there, you know.
Eh?
You never know, say you have Freemasonry, different from European Freemasonry. Freemasonry, I know something where white people originate, you know.
So adapt, certain people adapt it.
They don't say where them dap a whole heap of thing, man, and make you feel like you want to fight it, just like how the Ankh, just like how the swastika. You know what is that swastika?
Yes, swastika is
where the Nazi use, the German. You think it's a German, is that German symbol? No, man, African symbol that. But you go wear a swastika to the airport and see what happen. To American airport. Put a swastika on a t-shirt.
People ridicule you.
Not ridicule you. Not ridicule. If it was ridicule, it wasn't bad. But me assure you, say, oh, them take the thing and make you start, look out, them put the eye of Horus on them dollar bill. You know, see the eye of Horus on the dollar bill. They don't say people that talk about a devil symbol that.
Yeah.
Or it become our pyramid with the eye of Horus become a devil symbol. Because white people take it and put it a different way, you know, so we look on it as some terrible thing, just like how we look on the Ankh. People prefer wear a cross around them neck.
People look on it, how them put it, you know. How them put it, that's why people look on it certain way, you know.
Yeah, but it can't, but we who know say it's not no devil symbol. We know say it's African symbols, them usurp and thief.
Yeah, but it's like when you thief something, you know, like how you say, man, take reggae music. Everyone take reggae music.
Yeah, but me now go cuss reggae music now because white people start play reggae music.
No, when I say them take with the culture.
Take where?
Then why you know to say no, a white lady the other day get
because she sell more album than the people them in Jamaica. So what's wrong with that?
You know,
a billboard, wait there. A billboard, you know, say when a Jamaican, wait there. When a Jamaican do reggae and them see it up on the reggae billboard reggae chart, them feel good, you know.
Yeah.
All right. When them hear so them get nominated for Grammy, them feel good, you know.
Yeah.
And white people set up them something there, you know.
Yeah, man.
All right. So if white people set up the Grammy and white people set up the billboard, reggae billboard, and a Jamaican feel good when them music up on billboard, why is it that them feel bad when a white woman make a reggae album and it sell enough and billboard say this is the #1 reggae album for the year? Why them feel bad about it?
Let me tell you why now.
Yeah.
Because reggae music comes from Jamaica.
Yeah, and what? So that mean what?
So we and the king of reggae is Bob Marley.
Yeah. So what that mean with the year?
Then therefore it's supposed to be Jamaican reggae music, Jamaican singer left on top.
No, but if Jamaica not sell the amount of music like where the white people them are sell, where you want them to?
That's why them not understand.
Well, who not understand?
The people.
Which people?
Whoever oppose it.
The Jamaican people them?
Yeah, we oppose it, yeah. Because
yeah, well, it's madness. They will have to understand why the woman is the #1 album of the year.
I should take it more serious than
no, not that should take it more serious. It's because the album sell more than all of the album. Them come out to full music. Them come out of Jamaica.
You know, that man, because them not Jamaican, them not produce the right type of music.
Then somebody a jump on it and I say, boy, billboard this and billboard that.
Billboard. Say them not have the right understanding of this.
Oh, billboard.
When it come like say.
Who not have the right understanding? Billboard are the people them who are criticize billboard.
The people them are oppose it.
Oppose billboard.
Yes.
Yes. That means say that too.
Yes, I mean, too. Just like the Ankh. Yeah, we're the Ankh and them tell you say.
A devil thing.
A devil thing. And them now research it and find out say.
A foolishness.
The African thing and
of course a foolishness. A foolishness.
Turn it different way. Yes.
That's why now we are when we hear Jamaican get nominated in a Grammy, was set up by white people.
Yeah.
And we feel good. Say, whoa, see there, Jamaican get Grammy. But when Jamaican now sell the amount of music, we have to make it be feasible to say, this album is a Jamaican album sung by Morgan Heritage. We sell 500,000 for the year. Therefore, this is the reggae album of the year.
Yeah.
Right now, no reggae artist in Jamaica at this moment in time is selling more than a whole heap of white reggae group in America.
Yeah.
Like Soldier, like Round Nation, you have others. Them as outsell Jamaican. So if Billboard is looking at, you think if Billboard is say Jack Ure sell 50,000, them wouldn't say Fame album are the number one album of the year. You think them would have do that?
Yeah, them would have do that.
Them would have want. Them would have said
if it said more than the other artists that will get it.
Them would have said Jack Ure album are the number one selling album.
Yes, they would have said.
Yeah, that me I say no. So why them why these little Jamaican people I get anxious because a white woman come and sell how much album and Billboard say fair album and I say whoa. A foolishness.
Yeah,
a foolishness.
Have the understanding. They need to have the understanding. You understand?
Yes. Them for make music. They tell them people they must make good music that it can go sell. Since America, them are target. Them are target America. Watch out, man. Me have album that sell more than 10,000 in Africa.
Yeah.
Me, Africa, you're not both Italian, so.
No, you're not.
Because we don't release Italian, so me I show you. We don't release it just Africa, we release it.
Yeah, but yeah, we have to do now. You're not a billboard in Africa.
No, we're not interested in a billboard in Africa. What may I say? That
yeah, we need to know which music are going to be.
You have one heap of artists, watch out, man. You have artists who are selling millions. Watch out. You have 170 million people in Nigeria, is it?
Yeah.
If you sell 1 million record in Nigeria, you don't sell nothing, you know.
Yeah. Because
170 million people in Nigeria alone. You understand?
But come like say, if you not sell it, if your music not sell certain place, it's not recognized.
No, it's not that if you not recognize. We put too much emphasis on what America say about we.
Yes.
That is what we are doing. We are put too much about.
That's the problem.
If you tune not go up on the reggae billboard chart, you go on like say, this and that, and when it go on it, it's like the world. It's like, yes, you know, doors open where?
Yeah, we had that now, you know, when it's best them kind of way, them get all the show, you know.
Watch a man. All right. From the Grammy start with Jamaican acts.
Yeah.
Check all of the artists them will win the Grammy and tell me if after them win the Grammy, them get millions of that. No, which Bolipa show? I'm not talking about show. Them that get the show them before them get the Grammy. I say, tell me which one of them artists there because them win the Grammy. Them album go sell platinum because them win the Grammy. Tell me. Mark and Heritage just win the Grammy. From them win the Grammy. You hear of them album that sell more than how much 1,000 million, how much and 500,000 or a million. The people them who win the Grammy last year. Watch a man, a joke business, man. A joke business. We for those do what I do and stop damn fool.
Well, are you have made them understand it?
No, they don't. We have made them understand. No, me I talk as no one.
Yeah, man, no, man. They say it come up now, so a lot of people are listening.
Yeah, you man talk about a conspiracy. Nobody have no conspiracy for make your tune sell a million.
No, that's not a conspiracy.
No, man, because we name there. Sean Paul, pure dancehall with no collaboration with no American.
Yeah.
Sell 5 million.
Yeah.
The straight dancer. And the only first dancehall album with straight dancehall with no collaboration upon it. And it sell 5 million.
Yeah. What album the name?
The one where they make.
Dirty
something. Yeah, Dirty something. Yeah. And when name there? When name Shaggy sell must have 15 to 20 million album. One album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them man they know gone diamond and you get millions.
Yeah.
You understand? Sean Paul. Yeah, all right now. That was then. Then you have now one brethren, when name Egyptian.
Yeah.
Egyptian the other day sell 500,000. Him get a goal. Welcome to Jangwak sell 500,000. All right. So them tune there is exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
All right. From them time until now, all the hype you hear are going about dance all this and dance all that and dance all that. Which artist right now I sell 20,000 album in a Jamaica, from Jamaica? Dancehall artist. Which dancehall artist I sell 20,000?
Nobody not. But hold on. But know how much album sell. No, you tunes them go up and find out that.
No, them have them way to find out. This, all right, it's the first time when me did I make album and I give record company.
Yeah.
You see, if my album ever sell 20,000, me feel like despondent, you know.
Yeah.
Me feel like, what, you don't go that 20,000. You feel weird because your album will sell 20,000. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
No, if your album ever sell 10,000, you're like you're a big superstar.
Yeah.
It's like you're a big superstar if your album sell 10,000.
Yeah.
You see, because album now sell like first time, you know.
No.
Yeah, CD kind of out now. Everybody gone online and all them something there.
Yeah.
The other day, what's your name there? Prince. You know, Prince dead last week.
Yeah.
And him whole album them. Him have the number 1 and number 2 album on the billboard.
On YouTube.
As almost 60,000. 60,000 sell. All right.
Yeah.
What's your name there? Beyonce. Decide now she go do like Rihanna.
Yeah.
Rihanna Richie Stevens tune rhythm in that thing and it goes so boom, sell off.
Work.
Yeah. When him did do it not go nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
All right. When she do it now, it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
Then now, Beyonce now come now and she say, all right, Rihanna do this. She going to do something like that now. So she just boom and just fit in another reggae vibes in a fair thing.
A lemonade?
Yes. Yeah. The album there. All right. When name Justin Bieber make a reggae tune. Millions. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
I told them guys.
You're the only hype long as all. Dance all. Ray. I'll collaborate. Them are collaborate. Everybody are collaborate. Where the collaboration bring? You say anybody are sell millions because them collaborate with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and what else. You say anybody and you have millions me I talk about.
Yeah.
Like how when Beyonce, like when Bieber do it sell all 10 million, 20 million.
Yeah.
You say any Jamaican artist, yeah, whether by himself or whether I'm a collaborate, according to them, because everybody want to collaborate now with artists.
Yeah.
Them can't sell 10,000 album and it's hype, pure hype.
Yeah.
So I better man is go do some show. You know, better just go do some show there. And
yeah, because you
get more money.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you get more money. Me not have no tune on the radio play.
Yeah.
Yet still me dey on the road more than most man where you play every day.
Yeah.
You understand? And the places where me I go, and the places where you expect to go. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. So when me I say now is that a man for just do the thing proper and make the thing go out there, and then when it go out there, people recognize that this is good thing.
Yeah.
And then when it sell now, it will get the recognition where man yam after.
Yeah.
Cause me not look no praise from America.
Yeah.
If me do something and it work out, but me not gonna make a tune for suit America.
Yeah.
And that man why you don't know, them why you record tune that the American market can eat it.
Yeah.
Can gulp it. Like America is the place of the world. Like it's the world. America not the world.
Well, you know, some people look at it, you know, say if it come America come like a balance, you know. If it's in the balance.
But America no balance, it's imbalance, yo. It's like the daughter just talk about tests a while ago. You get a student a test, and you show him say, boy, him have to pass it, and then the pass him let him feel like himself worth gone down.
Yeah.
It's like no confidence in himself again. Him feel twice defeated in the test of life.
Yeah,
because him no pass him exam. And then the same thing with the music.
You know, a lot of bright children going to exam and go fail.
Of course, him fail. You can't take 1 year worth of work and put it in a 2 hours and tell a man, say, boy, if him not pass it, him not worth. A joke business. Well, I see me with the music now.
Yeah.
A guy I run up and down the place and I jump up and down the place and I jump up and I talk about him. I lick him chest and I lick him chest and I lick him chest. And a white man just goes to boom and sell a tune. And you start cry foul. Where you cry foul for?
Yeah,
go eat some foul.
That's misunderstanding, man. Misunderstanding.
Yeah, just go on there, tune them. And the weirdest thing about it, a whole heap of Jamaican artists dip on the album.
Yeah.
Jamaican artists dip on the album. You understand? Yeah, but Poet Bridget dip on the album. And she used cocoa-tea vibes for the album. You know, so it's not like a joke business. A joke business, Rasta. Wake up, man. America is not the world, man.
Yeah.
Them why we feel say America is the world. America is not the world.
I don't know if you understand.
300 odd million people in America. A joke business.
So what more nothing new come out?
If me have nothing new come out, me always have, when I say new, you mean music?
Yeah.
Nah, me not no music right now, but me tell you to do something like here right now.
Yeah, he's a popular man, you know.
Yeah, but you see, but my popularity is not because me I make music on billboard, you know.
No, me know.
My popularity is because when me know, when me for say, and how my African-centered perspective is.
Yeah.
So when me go to Obama make an album, I say, brethren, all the while me I release album in the West, yeah, so. At time I release album in Africa, because most of the time when me release album in the West, it not reach Africa, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And one man take the tune, take the album and carry go there, but you know, me decide to make a release album in Africa.
Yeah.
So I release album in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know.
And that going good.
Then that me just show you, say me have album, we sell 10,000. And you know, hear nothing about it. And me have money, so now, him can't sell 5,000 album.
Yes.
You don't see it, he might look on the wrong market.
Yes. Wrong market.
Africa, watch a man, a 50th country in Africa, and right now Africa go. Me just come from a reggae festival in Africa. 4 nights appear reggae. Yeah. No hip hop. Them no import like when them call the festival Grammy again. So Sumfest.
Yes.
Every year Sumfest bring a hip hop artist or a foreign American artist to put on them show for draw the crowd.
Yeah.
All right. These people just start them festival, you know. Them have 4-day festival because right now Sumfest now I go have 3 days again, you know. 4 them usually them top them are pull it down to 2 days.
Yeah.
All right. This festival when me go, and the second year them keep it, a 4-day a pure reggae, you know, and you talk about reggae artists from all over Africa. And when you hear the authentic reggae music,
yeah,
and how the people them set the thing in, and you say, but this can't work. It can work.
Yeah.
You understand? All right now. Why is it that those people should have been concentrating upon America when you have in a freedom country alone, you have over 20 million people in a one country, not to mention the surrounded countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and them places. You talk about the same population like America. Just right at the West Coast, so, you know, have more people than the population of America. So I, as an African now, why should I now want to center my life and my creative ability upon a country like America when me have Africa to center my life on? No, sir.
Well, at least you're aware of the thing, you know. You have the thing in that balance, man. You're aware.
You know, Bob Marley say, we're going to play the music till it reach the right people.
Yes.
And the right people that reach in Africa.
Yeah, right, the right people, man.
Yeah, man, Africa the right people. Yeah, man, them say they're going to play till it reach the right people, man. Yeah, man. So,
because, you know, some of your artists, a lady artist, meaning that you come to Jamaica, you know, come sharpen up, you know, and me tell you some man, say, bad man, everything else. I'm thinking, coffee, some coffee thing.
The coffee from wait name, them not talk to her on the radio when we love the man.
Yeah, man.
You know, didn't listen to the continent when we are buying at the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sister Cafe.
Yeah, I tell you.
No, but you see, the thing with it, you know, is that them narrow down with perspective, you know. It's like African music.
Yeah.
We don't really listen to African music. It's if America start to incorporate African music in a them thing, you're going to see how fast it come down here, so. You see if African clothes, you see if them go at Fifth Avenue and them say a African outfit in a glass case, and when them look at all the television, them say Beyonce have an African clothes or something, you're going to see how fast them wear it down here. Yeah, that's where it go. It's like it's like America set how we eat, how we dress, how we have sex, how we spend money, what religion we have to. America do all of these things. That's what you call the New World Order, you know.
Yes.
And the New World Order, that, you know.
Yeah, man, shape up.
Yeah, man. Them call it globalization, which is really Americanization. It's imperial capitalism at its highest. So, me don't know.
So Muta, the man Donald Trump, you feel the same man winning the thing?
Well, I don't know, no, Richard. That brother there, I'm full of surprise, you know.
Yes.
I'm full of surprise, I don't know.
Look troublesome.
Because last night I look at him, see him win five state.
Yes.
Straight, 5 straight.
Like him get hot now.
No, him at all.
May I tell you know what happened now?
What happened?
When come election, if him get selected come election time, everybody will vote for Clinton.
Why you think so?
That's my feelings. Because...
Watch out, man. You don't know where I'm going to America, man. You can't say that, you know. You cannot say, you know, watch out.
But a lot of people oppose him, you know.
But you want, wait there. I can tell you something. You see when them did just start last year, nobody feels them that reach us. All of the people them in America, all of the this and that, them just feel them that go fade away.
Yeah.
You see earlier in the year, them still did not feel them go fade away, you know.
Yeah.
You see when them reach right as now, the party where him in, you know, a fight against him more than the Democratic Party, you know.
Yes. But him still go through, because he must spend away for money, man.
No, him not spend the money. No, wait there. He must spend the least money out of the whole of them.
What you say?
They never know that.
No, I never know that.
Him spend the least money, you know, when him talk, every station pick it up, you know.
Yeah.
So him not have to spend the money for whole heap of advertisement. Yet them have a thing named dump the Trump campaign, you know, where get rid of Trump.
Yeah.
Them spend $40 million in a Florida alone for make the people them don't vote for him, you know.
Yeah.
And guess what? Him scrape up the whole of the delegate them in a Florida. The brother who was supposed to win Rubio.
Yeah.
Him have to come out of the picture because down there's a female right now, Rubio a female.
Yeah.
And Trump go down there and mash down the whole place with all of the negative this, with all of the things them where him say. You know, I mean, me hear him think of some things on TV that we have to laugh to right, you know. We have to wait. The man really had to that, you know. And
let me tell you.
Last night, he said something again, you know, about Hillary, you know, say, a true Hillary a woman, why she get vote? If she was a man, she wouldn't get even 5% of what she get. Yeah, that you have to...
So what are they? If him design the time in Obama come, if that's the same thing?
I mean, when I say a true Obama black, when I say, look at man, but I tell you something. I wouldn't be surprised if him win the Republican thing and go on to Hillary Clinton. Because you know, Hillary Clinton have some little baggage go on there with her, you know. FBI investigator and all them something there, you know. Yeah, so I don't know, Bridget. I just watch it because it's very entertaining.
Yeah, very entertaining.
It's very entertaining. And make me understand American politics and how them deal with them voting process.
Yeah.
When Obama was in there, I was never interested in it.
Yeah.
You see this brother named Donald Trump, it made me sit down and listen to things I would have never listened to originally.
Yeah.
Me watch Fox, me watch CNBC, me watch all of the channel them and CNN, and me get to understand how them do things. And somebody to me no ever fear because not because you get the most vote, it means that you will win, you know.
Yeah.
All them three them up, you know, is who get the most delegate win, not the one who get the most vote sometime in a certain area. So all of them things, me never even know them things there. Me never even know about the intricate workings of super this, super that, and super PAC and all them something. Me don't know them something. I know, me understand it now. It's like me go to school because of the Donald Trump brother. But you see, Donald Trump now, don't take it lightly, you know. Because you see what I say is exactly what white people in America believe, you know.
Yeah.
Where him attack is where white people really believe where I say, even though the Democrats, not the Democrats, the Republicans, they go like say this and this and that, him attack exactly how white people think.
Well,
you know, see it?
Yeah.
And he couldn't reach so far if people never back him.
That means say too.
Yeah, he might get back. He might get back from the people them, and the people them say, watch out. You see, if I want to go a convention, and I go like to the man who have the most people don't win, it's going to be a riot.
Yes.
Riot in America, believe you me. If Donald Trump, if him don't get the required amount of delegates, which is like mostly 1,200 and something,
yeah,
and them reach a convention and them And him have the most
delegate.
Vote. Him have the most people will vote for him.
Yeah.
But you have some delegate now where them sit down in there now and choose. Them can call all a man outside and choose him and say, but we don't like Ted Cruz. We call him Liar Ted. You say we don't like Liar Ted. Yeah. And them not like Trump. So they will call in an outsider. And Rubio who gone already could have come in there and be president, you know.
Yeah.
After them run them thing, you know.
Funny man.
You see, if Rubio if you don't do that, oh gosh, man. You see, the people them will spend all them time and us, all the Ku Klux Klan, we are back. We are back there at job.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. I go watch it. I watch it.
Watch it. You know, say England now back him though.
Watch out, man. Nobody now back him in the outside of America. Nobody now back him. The people them in America back him. If them never back him couldn't get so far.
Yeah.
Watch out. A 5-state in winner today now. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Rhode Island. Where did I told him again? Anyway, 5 of them win.
Yeah.
You think if nobody ever hey, watch out. I know only poor people are back him, you know.
That's true, man.
Church people are back him.
Yeah.
Rich people are back him. Middle class people are back him. Illiterate people are back him. I tell you.
But I the first person who applied for presidency never see so much controversy.
Because the man wake up America, man. The man waking up America to show up America. Because him was part of this. Watch out, him used to bribe politicians too, you know.
Yeah.
And him say, anybody who take money from this big industry, they are bought by the industry.
Yeah.
So they decide what the politician must do or mustn't do.
Yeah.
Him don't have to take no money from them.
Yeah.
Him used to give money to them.
Yes.
So him know what I say.
Yeah.
Him is an insider who is an outsider, you know.
Yeah.
That's
well grown, man.
I tell you, I watch it. Actually, you don't know me watch this thing.
It's really fascinating, man.
Look, I'm a grown weed up now. It's about me. I tell you, rain and fall, you know. I listen to rain and fall. I say, I'm not going to weed out no. When I weed out no grass today, though. I watch TV. I tell you. It's fun, though. It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
It's a 40. I don't know when they're going to do any of Donald Trump ever will. I tell you, I don't know. They're going to assassinate him, Bridget.
Yeah, watch it, man.
They're going to assassinate him. A long time we are talking, Bridget.
Yeah, man, that's true, man.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, this is the continent. Some man must vex out, you know, we are talking long. But it's a good talk, you know. We're not quarreling with one another. You know, some people, as him call you, so me have to ball out my throat all. You understand, I cuss. But very regular talk, you understand? Things and times. This is the cutting edge. And RFM. Yeah, man, give thanks, Yashua.
The brethren, because the message have to perform and the things have to go on for the people who live and survive in this world.
You have anything for the Trumpitis?
Trumpitis?
Yeah, the Trumpitis. You have anything for Trumpitis?
No, sir. You only can win the election.
No, me I suffer from Trumpitis.
No, man. All you need to do, you learn the wisdom and knowledge of
me I tell you,
America really is.
I never know. So I could have sung in front of TV and have so much insight. Never know.
Part of life, you know?
Yeah. Well,
when you see everyone interested, you have to see that it's so interested to them perform in it. You have to really sit down and observe it and say, yesterday when we see him and Hillary Clinton together, I said, wow.
Yeah.
Close. And if you love him, if I don't win it, and if you win it, you know, so I know you said the world changed.
Well.
Because the thing then, where him not allow, it's serious, because some things were talk, and most of the people them were, you know, want in the country.
Yeah.
It's going to be chaos and I still can't.
No, well, him claim say, you can't come, but you must come and be legal. Say you have too much illegal. It's like what the Trinidad and them do. Trinidad them now do not different from what Trump do. Same I go do, you know.
No different.
Yeah, Trinidad and them I do right now to Jamaica where Trump say I'm going to do to people. And you see, the problem with it, you know, is that Jamaica and Trinidad and all them countries that sign a treaty, you know.
Right, with the Caribbean.
Yeah, and then now...
treat the people in that
Trinidad, them now I say, them is 20,000 Jamaicans there where it's like a burden for the Trinidadian economy. A lie them I tell you now. That is a lie. Lie them I tell you, because you know, the people them were stopped at the airport, you know, say, it's not the turn back them vex about, you know. It's how them treat them in at the airport.
Exactly, yeah. And not only that, there's a whole incentive that I hear a lady complain about when them whole in Jamaica.
Yeah, the woman that say a period to rot and them not take notice of it.
Yeah, it's a very disrespectful show them treat the people there.
Yeah.
And it's also in Barbados them do that too.
Yes.
And the people in Barbados is like, I don't know, for some reason them always say Barbados don't like Jamaica.
Them have a thing against some man. Them have a thing against some brethren.
That's what, well, it always be, you know why? Now remember, can anything good come from Nazareth?
Yeah, well, you know, we need some medicine for them. So
definitely, right about now, King, before we touch some medicine for the people.
Why you break up though? Oh, you break up so like your battery got dead.
No, man, my battery can't dead, man.
Then you sound like you break up, man.
When me I say right now, this Friday I come in, I keep a seminar at my residence, number 12 Vermont Avenue in Yennenga, where they will teach me and my people the natural way. Because every time we go in the hospital, the amount of sick people in the hospital is more than we can read.
No, hold on. Tell the people about where you keep first and what time them for come and all that.
The seminar starts 1 o'clock at 12 Vermont Avenue in Yennenga. And we have a medical DVD. Which day? Friday the 29th.
Friday the 29th at 7 Vermont Avenue, Avondale.
Good.
Starting at
$3,000 cover fee for the people who want to learn the cure for disease.
$3,000?
Yes, sir. That's a cover fee for them can.
Where the $3,000 get you? Where the $3,000 get you? What you get you?
$3,000 get you is the information that you go and get when you come to the seminar. You can walk with a book and a pen. Suppose they have a simple illness that they want a recipe for like high blood pressure.
And you never get no sample. You never get no sample or nothing.
Yeah, well, definitely we have one of the best vinegar in the world that I make is the mango vinegar.
Okay.
Alright, and each person can get a back like with them free.
Okay. You know, have no Campari mixed with Guinea hen weed and all them something.
Yes, man. All kind of things here. What we have the cancer related medicine, diabetes, all kind of thing where the Guinea hen and those things cure.
Okay.
But I discovered now the marijuana now is some serious medication in the marijuana that's good for several diseases that people are going to get doctor for.
You just find out that? You just find it out?
No, man. I've been studying marijuana for the longest while, but for some reason the system keep on lying to the people. I'm telling them that marijuana is a drug.
Yeah.
It is not a drug. Marijuana is a herb that cures many diseases, almost all human disease by alkaline in the blood chain. But it's a young marijuana plant.
Yeah.
That's what they use, the young one. The one with bud up and ready to smoke, it is too strong.
Yeah.
So the THC and the CBD.
Yeah, look for the CDB. And the CDB, you look for, not the TLC.
Right. Because most of the people, when they plant the herbs, they hydrocholic like. It do not have the quality for health because it do not get the natural herb. Ingredients
yeah.
So the light when them put it on and long, it makes me really grow. But it's have a smell, but when it has smoke, it's like that paper.
Different thing.
And the one I find out in Jamaica now is mostly, I don't see them as in Jamaica selling.
Yeah.
So as a person who doing medicine, if you go to buy 10 pound herbs to make medicine, you can't buy the one when they have to go to the hydrocholic line.
No, definitely not.
So the people who plant the herbs natural without fertilizer, and then I use in Jamaica Kingdom, I use a thing named grow powder, root powder.
Yeah.
And when you plant the weed and put the root powder in it grows and come in a short period of time instead of the time where it's supposed to really come back.
Some 4-week and some 6-week thing.
Exactly, and that don't work. So you have to give the herb a medical purpose. The marijuana plant, the Guinea hen, and the urban name infection with which we call dark blood here in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Young marijuana and dark blood Guinean. Those three plants must get and use for cancer, HIV, herpes, diabetes. The people that when you boil these herbs, they can use three leaf of marijuana, 3 roots of marijuana, 3 roots of dark blood. Right? You can just boil them together as when you boil them finish, you put organic apple cider vinegar in them and use them. People who don't cannot use apple cider vinegar, they can use a tablespoon of brandy or a teaspoon of gin, vodka, white rum, etc. But you have to have something in it.
You know why we are laughing? Why we are laughing?
You know why I laugh, man? I do that, man. I don't do it again.
Let me ask you a question now. Personally, no. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Before you start dealing with the herbs thing and thing, you used to drink enough rum, don't it?
No, man. Honestly, I'm a little bit until now. My grandmother is a midwife and we make medicine.
No, I'm not talking about you, no, I'm not talking about your grandmother.
No, man, I don't drink rum from a little bit.
You used to go to church?
Yes, we got big group and the school and they're free town.
You're talking about when you're 9, 10 years old. I'm not talking when you're 9, 10 years old, man. I'm talking about when you're a teenager come up.
No, man, I don't drink rum until, I tell you what the first
time. You don't drink rum until what?
This not tell me I was around 19-year-old one day ago. I think I used to be down at Gilbert. When Gilbert blew on the hurricane. One night, me the woman, me get stuff up and I say drink rum, lime and salt. So me drink the rum, lime and salt, honestly. The man, when we wake up, they stop this and everything gone.
Yeah.
So me don't start understand why when a rum, the Gamba people say, rum and lime and coffee go to flu.
Yeah.
Rum when you get wet up in a rain, you use rum, stop yourself.
Stop up yourself, yeah.
Good. So, me find the rum important.
All right.
The next one.
You know why I ask you? Because when you talk to me, it sounds like somewhere in your life, there's a innate, subliminal thing about rum that in your life, something did happen in your life where rum did play a major part in it.
No, medicine, man. I just told you.
No, me never say no medicine to you, no. Me say, when me hear you talk, me ascertain it, I'm saying, say, you know, say this somewhere in a man's life, rum did have something to do with something in his life, why him consistently I deal with the rum on a level there. But I don't know still.
Yeah, when we start studying medicine, now I realize one day a man taught me a thing. Me in a library, I study for cure for HIV in a library in New York. And when I do, man, know the people who study Jews with the black hat. Him see me in the library and say, King, when you do it, it's good enough, but it's not so hard. He said, no matter stress yourself to find cure for it when it's easy. He said, do you know what is a virus? I said, yes. He said, a virus is a poison. He said, you know how to get to the poison? I said, yes, you need antidote and antibodies. He said, the highest form of the alcohol is the thing that goes to the blood. So find the antidote and combine it with the alcohol to carry it straight to the blood. So when we sit down and start work out things down, doing mathematics, I say, whoa, it's very simple. So when I grated the charcoal and get the Jamaica red dirt, but you need like 3 parts of the dirt first. Just scrape off the first, second, third, and then you take it up. And you use the charcoal, the red dirt, and the busy. And when we combine those 3 things together with the white rum and a natural antidote, I was stunned to see the effect that it has on HIV, the effect it has on herpes, the effect it has on several viruses that medical doctor claim cannot cure. And I'm wondering why they keep on telling people that these diseases cannot cure. When I take the marijuana down and soak it in the white rum with the Jamaica garlic, right? And you can even put some ginger with it. And take it with 1 teaspoon dose of asthma.
My make the people explode, you know. My make them think it's so like you can make the body explode.
No, when you see them, just take a teaspoon dose of the child. I feel maybe the child young, you don't use a dropper. You just drop 2 drops in that mouth.
Yeah.
But underneath the tongue is where the blood vessel is and the herbs go straight into the blood cell.
Yeah.
Alright? And the liquid, when you go in the body, is better than they take the pill. Alright? So the people that want to use herbs, it's like, when dark night, that's the only time they kill worm. Most of the people who are suffering from cancer is a worm in the body named pinworm. So what you need to do is get medicine like the pumpkin seed, the papaya seed, the similar contract. Right? You can boil those three together, sweeten them to a syrup, and then use them to cure.
Boil the pumpkin seed?
No, you don't boil it. You blend the pumpkin seed.
Oh, you're frightened me because you don't tell people to boil pumpkin seed.
You blend them as a juice. Yeah. When you blend them as a juice, now you strain it out and sweeten it to a syrup, and you take it, it's killing the parasite during the time of full moon. Like 3 days before full moon or 3 days after full moon. Right? Everything works with nature. You have to work with nature.
Parts Zone Auto Parts, 48th Street, Montego Bay, has reduced prices on body parts up to 50% off on all Honda, Mitsubishi, Toyota, and Nissan cars up to 2004. Call 971-7112. Opening hours, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Virgin, sorry about that.
Yes, no problem.
The adverts with them type God, but go and talk a little bit more.
Yes, right now when we discover again, the young soursop. When you get the young soursop, cut it up with the skin, and you get the beetroot and the black pepper, but you use the whole black pepper. When you blend those three ingredients with Jamaican brandy and red stripe beer, when you add the bicarbonate and soda to it, then what I discovered now is that it oxygenates the bloodstream. The black pepper helps the beetroot and the soursop to carry straight to the cells of the body.
Let me tell you something. In my experience, let me tell you something about my experience. I'm not so big and into it like you, but you say beetroot.
Yeah.
If you juice a beetroot, I not with water, like a chew a juicer.
Strong, extracting.
Are the best thing for high blood pressure.
I'm going to tell you, but I
tell you that are the best thing for high blood pressure. I'm going to tell you that.
It is true.
No, I'm not talking about no mix it with no rum and no alcohol. No, straight.
The only thing now with the beetroot for high blood pressure, as I say, once you have the organic apple cider vinegar, just 1 teaspoon to the 6 ounce gram.
No, but you don't have to put no vinegar in the beetroot.
No, what I discovered is this, Muta. A lot of people, when they drink in the beetroot for pressure, when they give it to them without the apple cider vinegar, there's a king, it do not help them. Alright? And they combine a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with it. Then they call back 9 days after as a king.
People tell them drink, watch out, people tell them drink the beetroot and it not lower them blood pressure.
Yes, without the apple cider vinegar.
There's something wrong with the beetroot, because me I tell you, say beetroot are the best thing right now for lower blood pressure.
Let me know.
And you also know add the vinegar, you also say apple cider vinegar for adding there.
Yes, not only that, the string bean and the lime juice with ginger bring down the pressure very fast also.
The what? The first one is a string bean.
String bean.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Yeah, and lime.
And lime juice.
Yeah, bring down blood pressure.
Young coconut water, lime juice, and a carrot. You blend 1 carrot, use the coconut water and blend 1 carrot to a juice. Freeze the lime juice and then drink it. The young cucumber, you blend out the cucumber to a juice and drink it also for the pressure.
Would I prefer tell them for juice it in a juicer, rather than blend
it? No, but most people don't have a juice, so you don't put a little bit of water.
They better go buy one. After them health you talk about.
Yes, after them health, but I tell you the honest truth, Mota.
Yeah.
If you have in Jamaica, that people with health problem, most of them really don't want to spend money to take care of their health and Mota.
We have to move though, we have to move.
But that's a deal, here we go. Meet me. ASAP.
All right, remind the people that we are talking about Vermont.
Number 12 Vermont Avenue. Yes. It's Friday. 29th of the month, beginning from 1 p.m. up to around 4 or 5.
All right.
We have a herbal seminar, cure whatever this is. $3,000 cover fee. Visit me. We take care of the
all right, give time.
Life and life is done. That's it.
Yeah. Man call Matrix in the house. I tell you, Matrix. Well, Matrix come here and give it to my bar like my bottom to right. Matrix. No, I tell you. What Matrix? No, you really back a skinhead for true, you know. I wonder if a chum said, yeah.